Realising our move to France came earlier than expected. Come with us and enjoy watching the trials and tribulations that have occurred. Follow me, Jo Harris, my husband Steve, and our gorgeous fox red Labrador Morse, and our beautiful Bright on our journey to integrate into French society. Bon courage! Le Dorat is a stunning commune in the Haute-Vienne, about 15 minutes drive from where we live in the Nouvelle-Aquitaine region. We drive here every Monday through some spectacular countryside for our French lessons, which we thoroughly enjoy. The town is full of Romanesque architecture, especially this magnificent collegiate of Saint-Pierre-les-Lignes. Up until only a week ago, there was scaffolding everywhere. They have been renovating this impressive church for some years now, so it is wonderful to see it without its iron lung. Every 7 years, fantastic processions take place, giving the church an opportunity to exhibit relics of the Catholic faith. We are lucky enough that 2023 is one of those years. What a view to have one's French lessons across from. Le Dorat is beautiful and well worth a visit if you are in the neighbourhood. It drips with history and has a myriad of shops, cafes and restaurants just waiting for you. It is always a drag to pull ourselves away, but back at home a new arrival awaits.
For your all your little hankies.
Oh, flannel. What about a flannel?
Flannel?
A flannel.
That'd be nice. Nice. Do people wear flannels anymore? Wear flannels? You don't wear flannels.
No, you don't wear flannels. Well, flannel trousers, I suppose you wear.
I get sewn into my flannels just before winter and I don't come out until April. Little flap front and
The only flannels I use is when I'm on the cricket field.
Lovely. Right, this is our newest member of the family. I sent Steve out on his own. So, we were having a little discussion about upstairs and storage for all our linen, our duvet covers and blankets and all that sort of thing. And Steve was going to build some sort of cupboardy thing in the alcove on the mezzanine upstairs. But we had sort of second thoughts about that, because I didn't really want anything attached to the wall, because you're not going to be able to move it in future without dismantling it, you know. So anyway, off I sent him to Maximum's and he's come back with this amazing wardrobe.
That's the construction oak pegs.
Ooh, look at that.
So there won't be a screw in it anywhere. It'll all be oak pegs.
And I mean, it is stunning, and it was 20% off day at Maximum's. 30%, even better. So we've got this very cheaply, and it's really lovely. And although this is the outside, it's got this stain on it. This is the actual wood. So I'm hoping that Steve will get this back to that colour, because that's just gorgeous. So this is going to be for all our duvets and blankets and pillows and pillowcases, because although we don't use that many just when it's the two of us, when people come to stay we need loads. So that's going to look so nice. I'm so looking forward to seeing that. So we've got Ted's car and trailer here. He's borrowed Steve's van to go home in. It's so wonderful to be able to have somebody who will lend you all these things. Brilliant. So yeah, I'll do a bit more footage later and show you the finished object. So, as promised, this is what the wardrobe looks like. Bit of weird lighting, but it's absolutely huge. And I mean, if you look, it must be 7 foot tall. It's really enormous, but it goes beautifully on this little bit of the mezzanine. So we decided not to sand it back to the original colour, as it actually, because it's a little bit dark up here, the colour is actually quite nice. And beautiful old key. And sorry it's a bit dark, but look, it fits all our linen and the pillows and everything, which all take up so much room. It's got these really super little drawers. So gorgeous. It's got this little catch on here that does that. Look at that, it's amazing. And I won't tell you how much we paid for it, but gosh, it was, for something that size. I've never had a proper linen cupboard before, so I was absolutely thrilled. And it's just absolutely perfect. I won't be able to do it up with one hand now. But yeah, it looks beautiful. So the mezzanine, as you saw before, I think is clear. But the exciting news is that my gorgeous son Jake is coming next week, or this week, to help Steve do the roof. So this roof's coming off. But yeah, the mezzanine looks lovely, doesn't it? Just nice and empty. But yeah, so really looking forward to that. I haven't seen Jake for quite some time, so really looking forward to that. But yeah, and then we've got the banister back up again. Looks good. And yeah, a perfect bit of furniture. So in preparation for Jake coming, oh, funny little dog, Steve has got all the scaffolding out ready to go up against the side of the house, because, as I said, they are going to be stripping the roof off, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But yeah, look at all this scaffolding. So they're going to, well, Steve's going to start building this and getting it ready for when Jake is here. And then somehow they're going to get all these tiles off down here so that they can be scrubbed and washed. So new batons have to go up. New felting, which will make the roof waterproof. Yeah, it's an awful lot to do. We're just really praying that the weather stays good. I mean, it's been incredible for the last couple of days, but we have had very wet weather. And Steve, as you can see, is walking in a bit of a quagmire. It's very muddy there. But let's... Oh no! But we hope that I think it's sorry, I'm mumbling along, but at the beginning of the next week, apparently we've got about 4 days of good weather continually. So I'm really hoping that that's the case, so no one gets blown off the roof. It's the high winds, and
we know that it can be like this in the morning, then you get 2 hours of drizzle, and then half an hour later it's back like this again.
Yeah.
So,
and if it's drizzle, it's not too bad. But we've got a massive tarpaulin that's we can put over the whole roof if need be. But I think they're going to try and dismantle this chimney, this end on the left, because that's completely useless. There is no chimney underneath. There's no you know what I mean. There's no fire underneath it. So that one's got to go, and it's a bit wonky. This other one needs to be repointed, I think. And we're going to try and do it before all the buzzy wasps start coming, because they nest up there, which is a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, so it's a beautiful day again. Morse is in his favourite spot. So yeah, all this is, it's a bit daunting knowing that this is just about to happen. But anyway, so wow, in a few hours
Eight seconds later.
8 seconds later. There's a massive bit of scaffolding up. Gosh. Oh, I hate it. I just find it really scary being up that as high as that. I couldn't do it. I hate watching Steve do it. So I just find it looks all so precarious. But
See, I've got a pole in for the hoist.
oh yeah. So as we said before, this is all in preparation for Jake coming, and Steve and he. Oh, something just hit me on the arm. We're going to do something to the roof. Well, do something to the roof. I'm sorry, I was distracted then by something hitting me. Something landed on my arm. Tried to sting, I think. But yes, they're going to take the roof off. But look, miles away. Ooh, but look how gorgeous the sun and the sky. Everything's blue and beautiful.
It's very
So
hot up here.
you're going to have to wear some suntan lotion, I think.
Probably.
So, but look at the way all this stuff's grown up. We've discovered that this bit of plant, which actually is quite pretty, but it's actually a tree. It obviously must have been there before, but anyway, but it's actually the same as that tree over there. That little one. As you can see at the bottom of that, it's got lots of little roots sticking out. But anyway, we've got to do a bit more tidying. So my sweet peas are coming along. I think they're sweet peas anyway. I may have got muddled and planted something else in there, but anyway, they're all coming along. I'm afraid my tomatoes, I killed them off by trying to remove them and put them in a different pot. The eucalyptus it's gone a bit weird, but hopefully that'll stay alive. Just got to keep watering it. So on this beautiful day, we've suddenly decided that we need to do something about the pool. It's all gone very green over the winter, and now Steve is clearing off the cover so we can have a quick peek to see what it looks like. Ooh, it's very wet everywhere. Oh my goodness. That looks pretty disgusting. Oh, that looks like some sort of primeval soup. I hope there's nothing dead in there. Well, apparently you don't empty them. You clean them and then put it all through the filter. So that's what we're going to do. That looks really horrible. I think Bright's interested. I hope she doesn't go in. But yeah, it's a completely different view from up here. But it's a beautiful day. So it made us think of the pool. But yeah, quite a lot of scrubbing to do there, I think. Which no doubt I'll be roped into. So, another day. We're going to have a quick look to see how the pool's doing. Oh no, from a distance. Oh, actually it looks a bit better. To come up. Oh gosh, it looks a lot better. Wow. So this is just using the filter. You can see, don't go in dogs, no. Yeah, you can see some of the sides, some of the pattern now. So that's a great load of chlorine over there we've had to add. We've been told, well, we read up about it, how to do it. So yeah, we just got to keep the filter going, keep the chlorine in there, keep testing the pH balance. Come on dogs, don't you falling in. But yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Cool. Almost looks inviting, not quite. So another day. And let's have a look at the pool. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, you can actually see the little tiles at the bottom. So that's a lot better. Still not quite inviting enough to get in. Mind you, it's not nearly warm enough. Yeah, good. That's looking amazing. I'm really surprised because well, you've just seen what it looked like, and I suppose this is a week later, so it's taking a little bit of time, but it's, gosh, amazing. So the willow tree is doing really well. My hair. And this is all a bit overgrown at the back here, but we're going to deal with that at another time. But it's a beautiful day again. There's that lovely tree, that sort of prehistoric tree. It's got sort of what looked like beans hanging on it. We did look up what it's called, but I can't remember. But it's amazing. So everywhere's blooming. Garden's looking good. We managed to mow yesterday because it has actually been quite wet. But it's Sunday today, so all the trimming will have to wait till tomorrow. But Jake is turning up this afternoon, about 5:30. Going to go and get him from Le Souterrain. But as you can see, the scaffolding's all up. Oh, look, there's Steve, Mr. Hardman at work. So yeah, hard man at work usually. Hard man at work. I've just realised. Oh God, I'm going brain dead. It's awful. I mean, a man hard at work.
That's what you meant to say.
So yeah, scaffolding's all ready. So Steve seems to think this is going to take probably about 3 to 4 weeks to do.
I'm not saying which week.
But we have a window of good weather this next week. So hopefully we're going to be able to get it done quite quickly. But I don't want to rush because, it's dangerous. And I don't like scaffolding. I'm not going up there, but hopefully Jake and Steve will be fine. So they're going to bring them all down, and then I'm going to jet wash them over there in the little gutter. And then they're all going to go back on. So, as I said before, it's the batons have to go back on. We've got new batons, new felt. Or rather, there's felt because there's no felt on there at the moment. Hence why we're doing it. But yeah, it's gonna make a massive difference to the warmth in there. But last year, of course, it was so hot up there. A couple of nights we had to come back downstairs. So yeah, everywhere's looking green and luscious now. The trees are just starting to bud. We've actually got some blossom on that beautiful tree there. This is a cobnut tree. You can see the little cobnuts just popping out there. The velociraptors haven't hatched yet, but we're keeping an eye on them. Anyway, brilliant. Gorgeous day.
The colour of light at this time of evening is spectacular. Soft peaches and creams, perfect for creating one's own masterpiece. The days are getting warmer and increasing in length as the spring stretches its legs in this little hamlet in Haute-Vienne. As I sit here now with a glass of wine, I can hear lambs calling. Birds sing to one another, and the soft buzzing of carpenter bees brings a mellow end to the day. I had some exciting news today that my artwork has been accepted into a fabulous artisan's workshop in the picturesque town of Saint-Germain-de-Conflans. So I am busy with old and new works, brushing up my skills ready for action. I will leave you with that mouse. I started again. I hope you like it. À bientôt!